People who grew up in third world countries, what was the biggest shock for you when moving into a developed country?
How traffic is so much better and how clean the streets are. How you're able to walk around in most streets at any time and not have to worry about being stabbed / shot / robbed / kidnapped, etc.
Drinking water directly from water taps.
How old the houses are. I was expecting modern construction like in my country, but I instead saw old buildings which, ironically, valued more than even the more modern ones.
What is a quote or saying that just pisses you the fuck off?
Because that's how we've always done it. Companies that use this excuse are just asking for trouble.
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. You know, I never see the people who say this show me their best. They just act like cunts all the time.
There are starving children in Africa. I hear people say it all the time when others are complaining about their first world problems. Just because someone else has it worse doesn't mean your feelings aren't valid.
It's always in the last place you look. Well, of course it fucking is. Why would you find what you're looking for and then keep looking for it? If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it was never meant to be. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. For all the restaurant folks out there, this is my most hated among many.
What is the creepiest thing that society accepts as a cultural norm?
People knowing every detail about celebrities' lives. Snap map on Snapchat. Most people don't turn it off and you can just see where a person is and where they live in the last they were on Snapchat.
Recording literally everything about their lives for clout.
Child beauty pageants are for who, exactly? Who enjoys them, and why? The more you really think about it, the less happy you should be.
He or she is bullying you because he or she likes you.
What's the dumbest thing you believed as a kid?
That sex was literally sleeping next to one another and making moaning sounds. I heard things I wanna forget.
I thought the black market was an actual market, like under a bridge or something. I believed this for longer as I want to admit.
The teachers sleep at school.
That my grandma G had a glass eye, and that she lost her eye in a bar fight. Nope, took me until I was 20 to discover she just had a lazy eye, and my dad and his brothers always told kids that story every holiday meetup. Not me, but my brother was convinced for a few weeks that some cows had longer legs on one side of their body so they could stand on hills. That dinosaurs were still alive on another island, and I kept asking my mother if we could go to the island with all the dinosaurs, then she told me they were all dead.
Serious, gay men of Reddit, have you ever met a hetero couple, where you instantly knew the boyfriend, husband was secretly gay? If so, how did you find out? Redditors listening to music right now. Events from song you are listening in this very moment start happening around you. How screwed are you?
Well, then I was just listening to Pumped Up Kicks.
I'm listening to Death Grips. I wish I could understand what this dude is saying. No one, Alicia Keys. Literally everything's gonna be okay, so I guess I'm fine.
Honestly, probably very screwed. Like, John Wick is now killing people in my house, screwed. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, I'm good, carrot.
I'm not listening to music, but I gotta say I love this comment. Very original and strange.
Someone is having a smoke, then asking other people if they love him. I'd be okay, I guess.
What are some examples of mind-challenging thoughts such as, visualizing the outcome of a snake eating itself or trying to imagine a color you've never seen?
Being inside a spherical mirror.
In your mind, try zooming out your perspective as far as you can while maintaining a clear understanding of your exact location, both from the perspective and by being present in the current moment. Trying to imagine what your vision would look like if you could see 360 degrees. We live in a universe where socks come in a Ziploc bag and cereal doesn't.
We only exist in the forgotten memories of our future selves.
Having only expected items in the bagging area.
Escorts of Reddit. What was the weirdest/most disgusting thing a client asked you to do?
I had a guy pay me to watch me paint my toes once. I mean, I think he was paying me for other things too, but never actually got to that because I apparently did a very excellent job painting them.
Licking his feet while he watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Extremely weird but not especially difficult. I didn't mind that much.
What does the USA do better than other countries?
We have Florida Man.
Acronyms. Just look at the USA Patriot Act, or uniting and strengthening America by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism.
Belt sander racing. Guitars. Almost every significant guitar ever made is American. Bands from every part of the world use American guitars.
The blues and jazz music.
Might sound dumb, but mail. USPS handles half of the world's volume of mail any given day. The facility I work at processed 16 million pieces in 24 hours a few days before Christmas.
What are some signs of someone with an inflated ego?
They think they can possibly be better than me at something.
Always tries to one-up your stories or experiences.
They take conflict to the extreme. They can't just have a disagreement with someone. They have to get back at them, tarnish that person's reputation, and brag about doing so.
Inability to take constructive criticism.